I've always wondered this, Brent, for the players, do they approach these early season games any differently than a game in, say, April?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I think you're still not in tip-top shape. You're still trying to figure out any additions to the roster that have been made in the offseason, and you're trying to find your own personal rhythm as to how this season is going to get started. So the approach for sure early on in the season is different than when you get to springtime.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The 4 and 5, Giannis and Portis. Sharing the wing spots, it's Allen and Middleton. And it's Carter in at the point. Now here's Middleton. And a wide open look for Portis. Good on the triple. Portis has got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Bucks. Here's P, defended by Carter. Pass to P. Lays it up off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And it's in there. Bobby Portis. Portis has got 5 points so far.
And some toughness that Portis brings to the court. He's willing to finish through contact.
And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
And so it's Milwaukee now. After the Sixers pick up 2. Antetokounmpo passes to Carter. Yep, that one goes.
Well, Giannis knows he's a magnet for the defense, and that time just got off the ball.
To the paint, it's stolen by Carter. On the wing, Giannis. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Now here is Carter, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Allen kicks to Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Portis for 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
After nailing the first 4 shots of the game, some relief for the defense. They finally missed one.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Now, something that stands out about the Bucks is their versatility in their offensive package. I mean, they use penetration, shoot the 3, whatever it takes to beat a good defense.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2. First free throw is good. And Brent, what would you say is the secret to the Bucks' deep offensive arsenal?
Well, it's a variety of talents that they have on the floor. There's just a combination of guys who want to move the ball, want to move their bodies, and then you get the ball to Giannis and you get out of the way.
Maxey hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Bucks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Now the pass to Allen. To the inside. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Allen.
The assist.
Carter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Passes it to Maxey. To the middle. Here's P. The rebound by the Bucks. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Outside, Maxey. Here's P. Another miss by Philadelphia. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 3-point lead. And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek Freak.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And the picture of consistency, Chris Middleton is like a metronome. Gives you 20 points, over 5 rebounds and assists every year.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia.
For your Philadelphia 76ers, TNT.
1:32 left to play in the first quarter. And one reason for Middleton's consistency, he plays at his own pace.
And that's a great point, Kevin. And with his size and shooting touch, he doesn't need to blow by his man to score. All about getting to his spots.
And they get it back. Count it. Good. It's stolen by Milton. And he gets the bucket.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Bucks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Harden against Hill. Now, here's Ingles. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Milton.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of the Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
And he knocks down the first one. And Ingles drops them both. The 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Tucker, inside, Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
Tucker, great job reading the floor and finding a way to set up a ready shooter.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Hill against Harden. Ingles up top. Down low. Here's Connaughton. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Harden dishes to Harrell. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
A solid roll there from Harrell as he's going to come right at you.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Bucks on top, up 1. And we'll be back right after this.
The Bucks, 17.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Milwaukee.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Harrison and Embiid are manning the post positions. Tyrese Maxey out there with Harden. And it's Thibault in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball is going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Portis, who's checked in for Milwaukee. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
And Brent, how about what Chris Middleton has brought to this team?
Well, no question, a huge piece to that championship puzzle for Milwaukee. One of the best years that he has ever put together, which says something based on the numbers that he has put up throughout his illustrious career. And such a memorable season for this entire group. And Chris Middleton stood out in some of the biggest moments.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Good on the second free throw.
Well, one of the things that's great about Middleton is his ability at the free throw line. I mean, this guy is around 90% for his entire career, so he knows how to get there, and he knows what to do with it.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
He's checked in for the 76ers. Now here is Carter. Kick out to Giannis. 6 to shoot. Now here's Middleton. Not a lot of room. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Thibault, the pass to P. Middleton against Harris. The 3. Carter pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And the Bucks are on a tremendous run here. The most consecutive playoff appearances since that streak they had back from 1980 to 91. And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Greg, and back to the Bucks. The question is, how much longer do you think is their window?
That's just it, Kevin. They've got the players to win now, and that has to be the attitude moving forward. They're built to do it again. Just need to push all the right buttons.
Korkmaz, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle.
What's up?
The free throw drops for Embiid. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
And that one drops for him. Carter's got his third basket of the night.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Korkmaz, defended by Middleton. One-on-one fast break. Antetokounmpo kicks to Portis. Good D by Embiid.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
changes for Philadelphia. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. P.J. Tucker comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for P. The Bucks also changing it up. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Joe Ingles comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Allen. Now here's Connaughton. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game.
You've got to be kidding me. Draws the foul and hits the shot. What a play from three-point range.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And Philadelphia making a change here. Milton's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Unlike a lot of perimeter-oriented teams, GA, offensively, the Bucks can really play inside out.
No doubt, and teams pack in the lane against Milwaukee, but Giannis in particular is a terrific passer, and if you leave a shooter open, he tends to find it.
Now, here's Milton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. Offensive rebound. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Harrell.
You'd love to bottle up the energy that Harrell plays for. Hustle points coming through.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. You got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David. Here is Carter after the Sixers pick up 2. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Ibaka dishes to Carter. Now, here's Ingles. Defense right on him. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Milton with it. To the wing on the left. Here's Korkmaz. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bucks lead by 3. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The 76ers trail by 3. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton, the small forward, with Giannis Antetokounmpo as the power forward. Carter out there with Allen. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Here's Carter. Makes it off the glass. Carter's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Milwaukee.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Embiid, and it's sent back by Lopez. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
And Philadelphia calls time here. Hey, Brent, you look at the Bucks' recent success. Great coaching has got to be a big part of it.
Yeah, and if you ask Coach Bud, the great Giannis Antetokounmpo is something that's a big part of it too. So expected to win. This team is hungry to get back and compete at the highest level. Coach gets overlooked at times, but Coach Budenholzer has done a great job with this Milwaukee Bucks team.
All right, coming out to the court right now, it's your Sixers dance team.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Carter.
Bobby Portis.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. They trail by 7. To the inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Portis. Nobody near Allen. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here. I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's P. Lopez covering inside. Here's P. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
An NBA All-Defense for 2 years running. Matisse Thybulle has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA.
The 76ers trail by 12. Harris passes to B. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 10 points for P.
That is all the timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Milwaukee has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Greg, we know at Washington, Thybulle was the college defensive player of the year, averaging 3.5 steals and over 2 blocks a game.
And per minute, not far off that pace in the pros. His opponent field goal percentage last season good for second best in the league.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the length of Giannis is a problem. He's erasing shots.
Back to Allen. Five to shoot. Giannis dunks it down.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Here's P. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Giannis. 8 points for him. Middleton finds Allen.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Middleton.
2 minutes.
Over Thybulle. Off the left rim and out. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. It's a 10-point game. Maxey against Allen. Here's P. Embiid trying to break loose. Pass to P. Second shot opportunity. Fires from deep. They get it back. And the dunk by Embiid.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Tucker. He's checked in for Philadelphia. James Harden comes in for P. The Bucks also changing it up. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Portis. Joe Ingles comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Lopez. Some changes here for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's P in for James Harden. Maxey against Ingles. And here is Connaughton. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Front court is Thybulle and Harris. Maxey out there with P, and it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. Giannis inside. Harris is there. Good on the bucket.
It's so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
To the left side wing. Here's Connaughton. Offline with his 3.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And one on Embiid.
Hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Great game for them offensively. I mean, coaches love seeing multiple shots per possession and then converting those second chance opportunities.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Big trip for Giannis. Normally at the stripe, he's better in the pressure moments.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Grayson Allen's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Carter in for Pat Connaughton. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
He gets it in there.
Sometimes as an analyst, you love to talk about strategies to slow down a guy who's got it going. With Giannis, I don't really have it.
And stolen by Portis. 3-on-3. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Carter.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
Thybulle on the wing, defended by Middleton. Here's P. Good!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 4. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
2-1 to serve. All right, coming out to the court right now, it's your Sixers, Dansby.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If you make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. So they foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Tyrese Maxey. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They trail by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo. At the line for 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Well, there's so much dominance in Giannis's game and what he can do, especially inside the three-point arc. It's the free throw line that he's still working to perfect.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Bobby Portis. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Sixers, taking 2 shots.
Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Allen finds Carter. Milwaukee the rebound. Middleton inside the three-point line, misses the jumper. Now So the 76ers win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time.